Welcome into the playoff edition of high school football. Trey, welcome.
Let's go. It's game time, baby.
We're in high school football. Guess what? Mike Tyson, he's got a saying. Everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Well, tonight there was a lot of back and forth blows.
Yeah, Darren, that's why there's nothing like playoff football. You never know what's going to happen, especially when you get rivalries like Grand Island and Kearney. Two teams very familiar with one another, don't like each other very much. Best part about it, paired up in the first round.
Love this one out to Kearney where who does it best? Student section, not only the best in the state. The Rowdies were ready. But the Crusaders were like, not so fast. We're pretty good themselves. After back-to-back 3-and-outs, the Islanders in the red zone, and then Bodie Albers with the 2-yard touchdown run. They're smelling upset 7-0 early. Second quarter now, and it's 10-0. The Islanders, when Agent Zero sighting, Xander Ruling. He takes the kick. He would get back to midfield, but penalties would halt the drive. After another defensive stop, it's Griffin Novacek. He's going to drop back, and he finds Carter Lee. He's wide open for the touchdown as the Bearcats are up in business, as they would actually take the lead heading into the half. But Grand Island, grudge matches are all about grit, as the Islanders would storm back for the upset as they go on to win big 26-19, ending the Bearcats season.
Best part about playoff football, the rematches from last year. Class C1 had that tonight between state runner-up from a year ago in Aurora, taking on semifinalist Adams Central. Huskies took that one in the semis, but the big question was, what did round one have in store tonight? These two met back in week 7. AC won in a close one, 21-19. Same thing tonight, just a little bit more defense. We pick it up second quarter. Aurora up 7-6. Booker Shireman slings it downfield. Only problem was he threw it to Jack Troush. Pats with a chance to pounce following the big-time INT. Third down and long for Jaden Techmeyer, who's actually throwing the football. Hasn't done much of this season. Doesn't do it here either. Goes down for the sack. Kendrick Owens and company force another Patriots punt. Next possession, another turnover. And you be the ref here. Help me out with this one. Cannon Allen makes the catch. Officials say Jared Johnson forced the fumble. A football move? That's for you to decide. Aurora thought it was incomplete. Either way, that lets Techmeyer get Caleb Wallmeyer into field goal range. Still a long kick, 42 yards. Not a gimme in high school football, but the junior nails it. That would be the game winner as well, as AC advances with a 9-7 win.
Defensive battle. Let's go to six-man. Top seed all season has been who?
SCM.
The
Six-man ball,
Mustangs.
best ball, baby.
They are loaded. They return a lot of players from last year. Team that made it to the semifinals. But this year, they're looking to get back to the state title game. They begin their title run tonight over to SEM, where the Mustangs are taking on the Paxton Tigers in a 116 matchup. SEM's Clark Paternos pitches the ball. He gets it to Maddox Jones, who cuts it up for the end zone, 6-0. And with it, made it 8-0 after the 2-point conversion. You'll be hearing a lot about that name. Paxton quarterback Tanner pitches the Wyatt Walker, and he tries to throw the pass, but is picked off by none other than Maddox Jones.
Maddox Jones.
The interceptions as they're back in business. He's a good wrestler, too. 2 plays later, guess who?
Maddox Jones.
Oh, nailed it as he slammed ground and pound, but not before finding the end zone once again. 16-0 after the point after touchdown. Tigers, Hebelwaite throws it, but Noah Cooper-Smith snags it in the air for the great catch. Terrific first down, but the Mustangs, they would roll as they begin their state title route. 52-0. Seward hosting the first round, looking to go back down 14-0 beginning of the second quarter. Hastings ties at Tucker Sinek rather, drops back, he rolls it right, fires it to Eli Ventura all the way down here to the 7-yard line. Nice haul there. And then it's Cooper Cole, keeps it himself, puts the sneaking quarterback sneak straight up the middle. Tigers are up 21-0. Remember, they're the 10 seed in this matchup. Later in the second, 2 minutes to go, Seward's Treston Hess drops back, launches a bomb down the field, and it's caught here by Jack Vinilak in stride. He goes all the way to the end zone. Blue Jays down 21-6. But that would be the only score for Seward, though, as Hastings, they cruise in this one, 35-6.
How about the Tigers coming out of nowhere this season? And one of those teams that's trying to figure it out too, maybe improve off of last year, Northwest in the 8-9 matchup against Norris. Already up 14-0 is Norris. Looking for more. Blake Macklin takes the handoff. Gone. 40 yards. House call. Norris piling it on early. Up 3 scores. Vikings would get it within 14, but Norris would get the mini upset. Hey, a road playoff win, you'll take it any day of the week, especially when it's a 50-14 final. To Arapahoe for the first round of the D1 playoffs, second round, where the Warriors are hosting an undefeated Ravenna Blue Jays team. So fun to watch all year. Warriors are looking to avoid another first-round exit. Opening drive, Blue Jays with the ball. It's 3rd and short, and Gavin Riesbeck goes up the middle for the first down. They'd be forced to punt, though, a couple of drives later. Ensuing Arapahoe drive, it's Trenton Roscott at quarterback on the keeper. Finds a way to just go up the gut, says, fine, you know what? I'll do it myself. Stiff arm a man.
Look at him keep going.
Keeping it rolling. Rumbling, bumbling, snumbling, basically. Once again, reaching towards the goal line. He's in before the ball came out. 6-0 there. There weren't many points scored in this one. 12-6 the final as Arapahoe advances.
And guess what? We're just getting started, guys. Kearney Catholic returns to the playoffs after missing last season. And could St. Cecilia continue their dominance? Stick around, find out coming up. Speed Sports. Welcome back to another playoff edition. He's Trey. I'm Darren.
Oh my gosh.
Kearney Catholic return to the playoffs after taking a year off. Their reward, an 8-1 Battle Creek team that many felt like were the second best team in the state. They took Norfolk Catholic, lost by 4. Makes sense, right? But Stars have championship aspirations, and the Stars are like, hey, we're going to start with the top. The Braves, they would be without their leader, Nebraska recruit Trent Euler, who had a sprained MCL. Stars on 4th and 4, they're going for it. Brant Christner to the left, he's buying time, finds Carson Murphy for the first down. Sean Harvey's like, we're going for this. Pete Homan, outside, up the middle, touchdown. The junior will not be denied. Stars go up 7-0. But Battle Creek, they're going to answer right back. And 1st and 10, Aiden Polkop, who breaks the tackle. He takes this one inside the 25-yard line. He gets brought down, game-saving tackle there. But 2 plays later, as Polkop runs in for the touchdown, as we're all knotted up at 7s. The sun is shining, but it was cold.
Yeah, it's blowing on him.
It was cold. The Stars are like, this is our house. Christner on the outside. Check out the wheels from my man. He gets to the outside as he's stopped there, tackled inside the goal line. And since it worked so well before, the Stars are like, let's run it back. Holman once again finds Pater for the touchdown as they go up 14-7, and the defense, they would stifle the Braves en route to the 31-15 win as they take on top-seeded Norfolk Catholic next week.
Shifting back over to 6-man football, you may have heard me say this last weekend. Wilcox-Hildreth should be higher than a 5th seed. Look, I mean it when I say things. And when you're putting up 46.6 points per game, you could definitely make the case. When you're expecting higher and you get something lower, Darren, it's all about how you respond in round 1. Let's do this thing. 6-man ball, 12th-seeded Garden County traveling to 5th-seeded Wilcox-Hildreth. Long drive to start out for the Eagles. 4th and goal. There's your scene setter. From the 2 on the first drive of the game. Wilsey Lobner gets a toss here, but the Falcons find a way to sniff it out. Dagan Orgeson with the stop. Turnover on downs. Eagles have the ball for 6 minutes, but get 0 points. Next possession for Garden County. 90 seconds left in the first. Wyland Lobner on 3rd and goal. Airs it out. Finds Cole Forninder for the 15-yard score. GC strikes first 7-0 after the 1-point conversion. 2 plays later, the Dirty Birds, all about big plays. We know this. When you get the ball to Gage Rittner, that's exactly what you're going to get.
Good things happen.
Yeah, 50 yards. Deuces. House call for the senior. 2-point PAT went wide to the left. It's 7-6 Eagles through 1. Second quarter, Grady Rittner was a little salty. Younger sibling mentality. I feel this when I say this. If Gage has one, I need a tutty of my own. Changing direction. Dude's a machine. 5-yard score. It's 12-7 Falcons. Eagles answered back with 6, but Will Hill jabbed back with force. Dirty Birds take it 39-21. They travel to Pawnee City next Friday.
Let's go 8-9 matchup. Broken Bow, the Indians taking on Douglas County West Falcons. First highlight, the Indians running back. Aiden Markham runs right through Douglas County defender on his way for the nice gain. Markham says, I lift. Then next drive, DCW running back Brady Singer says, you lift? Well, I'm out. He gone for the long tutty.
Let's get a pump in.
Breaks in there for, yeah, we're going to get a pump in after.
Yeah, boy.
They're up 14-7, but here comes the senior rank, Bryce Chaplin, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling. Can anyone bring him down? He did legs. Leg day for my man there.
That's me tomorrow, man.
A few plays later, Chaplin takes the quick handoff, and he barrels his way in for 6. we're all knotted up at 14 after a good point into halftime. This was a physical game, but guess what? Broken Bow. We talked about them the last 3 weeks.
They're good.
They're loaded, and they prove it right there in the 8-9 matchup. They win big, 28-20.
On to C2, 10th-seeded UTAN at 7th-seeded St. Cecilia. Chieftain parents tell me they are finally 100% after dealing with injuries. Defense showing that because they were stout early. First drive of the game, second and long, make it even longer. Chase Evans not going anywhere. Blue Hawks would punt, something St. C rarely did, knowing their pace of play early in games. Derek Wacker, incoming Husker PWO, the focal point of this team. 54 yards to the house. Yeah, I would not want to touch that guy either. Yeah, the bulldozer. Gone. 7-0 UTAN following the PAT. Next drive for the Blue Hawks, third and long here. They're going to go with the screen, trying to, mix it up a little bit, try and get the passing game going. Evans to Dawson Kissinger, it's absolutely blown up. A.J. Aaronsburg and Wacker, one there to make this stop. St. C has to punt once again to get crushed 42-6, but where's the energy, A.J.? Oh, there it is. Yep, thank you. I just needed that. Chieftains on to the second round in a dominant win, 42-6 the final.
Sun setting in Malcolm as the Clippers are hoping not for setting on their season. They open the postseason against the Longhorns of Chase County. Starting in the second quarter, all tied out 0. Longhorns with the ball. Tristan Jablonski fires a pass that's intercepted here by Logan McGreer. Then a few plays later, it's the Clippers' Dalton. Amen. He says amen. He hands off right up the middle for the first down and the score. Malcolm up 6-0. 3 plays later, Malcolm quarterback Maddox Meyer back to pass and flips it to Noah Vanervry. Sorry about that. 12-0 Clippers. Malcolm would maintain the lead as they go on to win 20-12.
On to the next round is Malcolm. Why not with a chance to move closer to making it past the second round for just the 6th time in school history? They're hosting Mullen. First quarter, Zach Foxhoven finds a seam up the middle. Off to the races. It's a foot race to the end zone. Has to beat one defender, but that one defender does beat him, tackling him inside the 10 for a 60-yard run. Blue Devils on their very next play. Dylan Heine, quick out to Joseph Subdeck, skirts down the sideline, into the end zone for the 9-yard score. Next wide-out possession, out to Kason Koch, and he runs it in for a 12-yard tutty. Blue Devils, just like that, up 14. They may need to fly one of those things that you have on their helmets.
Yeah.
A W. Yeah, because they won big time. This time on the screen to Chase Schroeder with a convoy ahead of him. 46 yards by 50-20. Why not? On to the second round of the D2 playoffs.